A froggy would a wooing go.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
A froggy would a wooing go, whether his mother would let him or no.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech,
hey ho, says Anthony Rolly. So off he set with his opera hat.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
So off he set with his opera hat, and on the road he met with a rat.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Pray, Mr. Rat, will you go with me?
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Pray, Mr. Rat, will you go with me? Kind Mrs. Mousey for to see with
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
They came to the door of Mousey's hall.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
They came to the door of Mousey's hall. They gave a loud knock and they gave a loud call.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Pray, Mrs. Mouse, are you within?
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Pray, Mrs. Mouse, are you within? Oh yes, kind sirs, I'm sitting to spin with
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Pray, Mrs. Mouse, will you give us some beer?
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Pray, Mrs. Mouse, will you give us some beer? For Froggy and I are fond of good cheer. With
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Pray, Mr. Frog, will you give us a song?
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Pray, Mr. Frog, will you give us a song? Let it be something that's not very long.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Indeed, Mrs. Mouse, replied Mr. Frog.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Indeed, Mrs. Mouse, replied Mr. Frog. A cold has made me as hoarse as a dog.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
Since you have a cold, Mr. Frog Mouse, he said.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Since you have a cold, Mr. Frog Mouse, he said, I'll sing you a song that I have just made.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
But while they were all a merry-making,
Hey ho, says Rolly.
but while they were all a merry-making, a cat and her kittens came tumbling in.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech,
hey ho, says Anthony Rolly. The cat, she seized the rat by the crown.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
The cat, she seized the rat by the crown. The kittens, they pulled the little mouse down.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech,
hey ho, says Anthony Rolly. This put Mr. Frog in a terrible fright.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
Put Mr. Frog in a terrible fright. He took up his hat and he wished them good night.
With a roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
But as Froggy was crossing over a brook,
Hey ho, says Rolly.
as Froggy was crossing over a brook, a lily white duck came and gobbled him up with a
roly-poly, gammon and speech, hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.
So there was the end of 1, 2, 3.
Hey ho, says Rolly.
So there was the end of 1, 2, 3. The rat, the mouse, and the little froggy with a roly-poly, gammon and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rolly.